I think a lot of our personal development was done on behalf of a self, looking to make a better version of that self. It would see things, it would find things in the world that helped. There would be that contraction, as you say, sometimes. But it was the investigation or the seeking was done on behalf of this self trying to get better at stuff, or more peaceful, or more balanced, or whatever. I mean, it was, you could argue, very genuine intentions.
Yeah.
Now, I think the super important bit to see in that is whenever you're doing it on behalf of that self, it is going to be missing the key ultimate realization, or you could call it hack if you want to put it in modern language, right? Which is to see that the very thing that's seeking is in the way of you seeing what is the absolute extraordinary ordinariness of what we are. So through the process of what I would now see as direct experience self-inquiry, you start to see that what we're looking for is way before any of the seeking of the mind that's trying to find it, right? It's metaphor time. It's Clark Kent going to the gym. If
Right.
people knew who Clark Kent was, they saw him down the gym, they'd be going, "What are you doing? Do you not realize what's underneath your shirt?" So we innocently get caught up in that seeking, and we stumble across stuff when the mind temporarily stops seeking, and we fall back into this kind of peaceful flow state. Then it kind of goes again. So we have to look at something that's much more under our noses than we thought, and we have to wake up to that. Then the other bit that complicates it, right, which I think is also you're alluding to, but you tell me, is there is an act of, I call it clearing up our psychology.
Yeah.
Once we've had that awakening, psychology is still going to be doing its thing, although we might see the role of psychology differently, and it can still hoodwink us. Right now, once we are super clear, which I don't think most people are when they're doing the seeking, once we are super clear what the absolute nub of us is, it's easier to clear up the psychology. And it comes back to there only really being, this is how I see it at this moment, one movement. And that is, in any moment, am I heading further into my psychology, into my self-identification, into duality, into my narrative, into my meaning, or am I coming back up, taking it back to see what the self truly is? And I mean, when I'm saying taking it back, it's actually going back further than most people realize. Most people go back to, or me, self, the observer. I'm saying go back before then to see that what we are is the very essence of an activity of consciousness. We are the very space. We're the thing before the observers come in.